Steel production in the UK, a West Midlands factory that makes products for everything from healthcare to nuclear power stations. Yes, the UK steel industry is important, but following this latest threat to British steel production, there are plenty of foreign options when you are looking to buy a ton of steel.
Well, we consume about 15,000 tonnes of steel on this site, and before the crisis we would purchase around 70% of it from the British mills and 30% from overseas. Now the pendulum's sprung the other way, and now we have to buy 60% overseas and 40% in the UK.
Britain's new aircraft carriers, 94% built with British steel. This is a strategic industry, a vital part of our defence sector. The Labour peer and former head of the Navy told the BBC it would be unforgivable to abandon steel production.
I cannot think of another major military power that doesn't have its own indigenous steel production capability. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Certainly none of the permanent members of the UN Security Council have jettisoned that capability, and I find it extraordinary to think that we as a nation would do that.
So, what is UK steel's problem? As the global economy has slowed, demand has decreased faster than supply. That has led to a slump in prices. One steel price, for what is called slab steel, has fallen from £463 per tonne to just £200 a tonne since 2015. The big player in the global steel market is China. It produces 790 million tonnes of steel a year. That's half the world's output, and a figure that has risen rapidly. When it comes to Britain, we are a bit of a minnow, producing just 12 million tonnes per year. All that Chinese steel is looking for export markets. In 2013, Britain imported 303,000 tonnes of steel from China. A year later, that figure had risen to 687,000 tonnes. But let's not pretend China is the only issue. Last year, Britain imported 4.7 million tonnes of steel from Europe. Frankly, Britain's steel industry is facing battles on a number of global fronts. The problem for the government, not wasting taxpayers' money trying to shore up an industry where losses can be enormous.
There's always a temptation for politicians to intervene when this many jobs are concerned, but no, I don't think it is the right approach. There is a future for British steel, but it's not about basic steel products. It's about advanced, high-tech products.
This is a white-hot issue. Thousands of jobs are at stake. The government's manufacturing strategy is on the line. Steel may account for just 0.1% of all our economic output, but its importance is far more fundamental than that. Kamal Ahmed, BBC News.